All right, today I'd like to help you understand some misnomers about coins and the internet and grading and so on. We have a lot of people call us that are confused between reality and what they see on the internet. So what I'd like to show you today is some examples of what that is and how that works. So let's start right out with a very common one that we see all the time, which is the 1943 penny. The 1943 penny was made out of steel because of the war. They needed the copper. A few were made in copper. All right, but on TV and on the internet and so on, and because of marketing and whatnot, this is a very historic kind of an item. The steel penny right here is a very common penny, and it's worth maybe a nickel or a dime, something in that area, and wholesale maybe even less. The one that was made by mistake out of copper in 1943 is a coin that has a value of probably $200,000. Everybody who has some coins inherited or whatever has 1943 steel pennies. But because of all the marketing and talk, the 8 or 10 of these coins that were made in copper, they believe they have the $200,000 coin, when indeed you only have a 5-cent coin. Now the $200,000 coin, most of those are known where they're at, and people call me all the time saying that they have a $200,000 coin. Well, they don't. What they may have is a steel penny that's copper coated. Steel is magnetic, copper is not. So this copper penny right here, this is a fake. This is just this penny with a copper plating put on it to try to fool somebody into thinking they have a bunch of money. But when you go on the internet, nobody's going to be selling you this single coin for any kind of money because it's not worth it. So when you see this coin on the internet for $200,000, that is not the kind of money you're going to get for this coin. You're going to find out that it's a very inexpensive, of insignificant value. So anyways, on to another example. If you have a 1937 nickel, another coin that's worth somewhere between 10 cents and $1 on a retail level. When you go on the internet and look, nobody's going to put this coin on the internet because it's just, there's no money involved. So what is on the internet though is this coin. This is a 1937 Denver issue nickel with 3 legs. Now you'll notice on the original piece, if you can focus right in here on this area right here, the buffalo has 4 distinct legs all the way to the ground. The one that's worth $750 or more, you'll notice the leg is missing in the front here. And that's the 3-legged variety that is worth this particular coin $750. And if they're really nice, they're worth up into the thousands. This is a 1936 penny. All right? Almost everybody will have an old wheat penny, which has the wheat ears on the reverse. Very inexpensive coin of no value basically at all. We pay 2 or 3 cents for them and sell them for 4 and 5 cents. Again, you won't see this on the internet, but if you look on the internet thinking you have a wheat penny of some value, 1936, what you're going to see on the internet is this coin. This is a 1936 penny that's specially prepared by the mint as a proof in 1936. It's a beautiful, gorgeous coin, and this coin is worth over $2,000. So when you look up this coin on the internet, what you're going to see is this coin. So now you're thinking, okay, I have a $2,000 coin when you have a 2-cent coin. This is probably more along the lines of what people have all the time. This is a 1942 half a dollar. Appreciate it. All right, and it has a $5 or $6 retail value, probably $6. Here's the same 1942 half dollar in a little better condition. You can see them side by side. This coin would probably retail for 8. This would retail for 7. Now, when you look on the internet, again, these coins are not necessarily going to be on the internet for sale because they're just not valuable enough. But when you look your coin up on the internet, what you will see is this coin, 1942 half dollar in proof condition. All right, that coin has a retail value of somewhere between $400 and $500. So when you look on the internet and you have these coins, which you probably won't find, but this will pop up in many places, you have a $500 coin versus $5 and $6 and $7 coins. So I hope this has been quite instructive for you and that it helps you understand that when you look on the internet, you're not necessarily seeing exactly what it is that you have. Feel free to call us and talk to us, and we can help you with these problems. And we would be glad to do that, and come in and see us. And we are here at Village Stamp and Coins.